How's it going, everyone? My name is JT the Talking Head. You are the audience, and today we're talking about this beautiful box set of May on Blu-ray from Second Sight Films in the UK. Let's get into it. This video was brought to you in collaboration with Overly Honest Movie Reviews. OHMR is a film review site that is dedicated to providing analytical and objective-based criticism to both studio and independent films from all over the world. Visit www.ohmr.us, that's www.ohmr.us, to check out a review for your next favorite movie. So, admittedly, whenever Second Sight announced this Blu-ray box set, I was like hesitant because I'd never seen the movie, never heard of it, and had no idea what to think about it until somebody told me what it was about. Then I looked it up on Google and I was met with this cover art. When I saw this cover art, my mind was immediately flooded with nostalgia because this was a movie that I recognized for some reason so prominently from video stores. I remember as a kid going into like Movie Gallery and Blockbuster and seeing this very movie on the shelves. I was way too young to rent it, so I never saw it. But now that I'm an adult and have a little bit of adult money, I was able to pick up this awesome box set. So then that introduces the concern. Is the movie, as hype as the nostalgia has built it to be? And after watching it, I have to say, yeah, it's a straight up 4 out of 5 for me. I'm not going to get too deep into the review of it, but I will tell you that this movie is so good. It's got great practical gore effects, awesome acting from Angela Bettis and especially Anna Faris, who is really a standout in this movie. I fell in love with Anna Faris's character so hard. It was so fun to watch her play in a horror movie. I absolutely loved it. And the story of this is freaking awesome. If you're not aware of what the story of this is, Lucky McKee, the director and writer, used this as a kind of modern retelling of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So this is an American Gothic horror story in modern day. Well, as modern as 2002. So I mean, it's 21 years old. But I mean, realistically, things haven't changed all that much since then. But this movie is super fun. It's like a femme fatale mixed with a classic monster story. I love it. The character of May is like this super awkward girl with a lazy eye who dealt with a mother growing up that had OCD and like made her cover her eye with an eye patch, which I mean, I know that's like the procedure for a lazy eye to like cover the good eye with the eye patch. So it would make the lazy eye stronger to come back into place. But because of the eye patch and the lazy eye, May was ostracized for her entire life. Side note, in the beginning of the movie, as a kid, May gets asked, is she a pirate? And she says no. And to that, I have to say, that was a big mistake. If somebody in this life asks if you're a pirate, the answer is always yes. Unless it's a British naval command officer that's threatening to hang you. Then the answer is deny, deny, deny. But other than that, it's a pirate's life for me. So let's talk about the presentation on the disc that Second Sight has done here. I read around. I don't know if they really did much to touch like do a restoration or anything of the movie, um, because it probably didn't really need it for a movie that was from 2002. I don't think it, really warranted all of that restoration work. The movie does look great on this. That is something that's important to note, that this is a 1080p Blu-ray. So it is region locked. So if you want this, you need to have either a region B or a region free Blu-ray player. But this region B locked Blu-ray looks really good. It looks so good that I actually am wondering, why was there no 4K? The coloration that they made this movie with, it looks so dark and brooding and just really, really cool looking. I think that it would look great in UHD 4K, and an HDR or a Dolby Vision coloration would do it freaking majestic wonders. Not that it absolutely needs it, but I think that it would only benefit it. So maybe one day we could maybe get this in 4K, and that'd be pretty cool. So let's run down the bonus features real quick. As always, I got my list. I am going to read you the whole list of bonus features, and it is packed. We have A new audio commentary with Alexandra Heller Nichols, or Nicholas. Audio commentary with director Lucky McKee, cinematographer Stephen Yedlin, editor Chris Silverstein, and actors Angela Bettis, Nicole Hiltz, and Brett Roberts. Another audio commentary with director Lucky McKee, editor Ryan Johnson, composer Jamis Luckett. Which I gotta say, I said this in my written review. The score for this movie, the composition, freaking chef's kiss. It's awesome. Production designer Leslie Keel and craft services guy Benji, which is kind of funny that you would have a commentary with the craft services guy. That's interesting. Um, you get some bonus feature interviews. The Toy Maker, a new interview with director Lucky McKee. Perfect Hands, an interview with actor Jeremy Sisto. Blankety Blank, an interview with actor James Duvall. How to Execute a Murder, a new interview with cinematographer Steve Yedlin. Peeling Back Layers, a new interview with editor Ryan Johnson. Jack and Jill, a new interview with editor Chris Siverston. In the Cut, a new interview with editor Kevin Ford. Blood, Gore, and Rock and Roll, a new interview with composer Jamis Luckett, or James. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's awesome. That was a really awesome bonus feature. From Frankenstein to May, Miranda Cochran on May, which was a really cool analysis of the film, as well as comparing it to other adaptations of Frankenstein. Bits and Pieces on the set of May. It's a behind the scenes featurette, behind the scenes footage actually on the set, which was also really cool to see. And it's actually got quite a bit more footage than a lot of older movies from this time have. Usually the consensus is like around, 3 or 4 minute bonus feature. This had like 15 or 16 minutes, I believe. All right, so let's take a look at the packaging, what I know you're all here for anyway. So we have this like rigid, hard box slipcase, super duper quality. You're not going to expect anything less from Second Sight in this aspect. Their box sets are always on point. I've never gotten a box set. Mind you, only got 4 or 5 of them, but I've never bought a box set from Second Sight that wasn't absolutely impeccable. I love Second Sight's box sets. So taking out the disc, we have our standard Blu-ray case. Although it's a bit weird, it might not show too well on the camera, but it's like a dark gray. So much so that I actually thought this was a 4K case originally, but it's not quite because it's not black. It's like an opaque see-through gray. So we have your cover art, which this is really awesome artwork. And the artist who did the artwork for this is named Bella Grace, and she did a bang up job. Second Sight really went to the right person to commission this artwork for. So opening it up, it's pretty standard affair, just the disc. That's it. And nothing else really here. Just, the back, your special features, a little synopsis, this and that. Moving on, let's do the art cards. These art cards are really, really, really cool. So you do get the cover art card from Bella Grace, and then what's awesome, I think, is you also get this really sick eye art card also from Bella Grace. It says, "If you can't make friends, or if you can't find a friend, make one." I really like this art card. And then the other art cards are just production stills, and they're really neat. I love this one. I love this one. It's sick. Anna Faris there, and there's that one. This doll has a really cool symbolism throughout the movie as well, but I don't really want to talk too much about it. Then we have our J card, and yes, it is a J card. It does fold like that in a J. It goes on the back. I am a J card keeper if I can, just because I like to be able to look at the bonus features really quick without having to put the disc in, which I guess in the case of a box set, I could just look on the actual case itself. And then we have our book. There is a 70-page essay book here. And Second Sight always does a pretty good job on their books. Especially, I think it was The Witch and Texas Chainsaw Massacre that they actually did like full on hardback books that you could straight up kill someone with. This is not that, which I mean, I guess it doesn't really warrant it. I mean, this is a pretty I don't want to say cheap set, but I mean it's not, the price that the Texas Chainsaw set was, which was like $60. This one is only like 35. The 70-page book features new essays by Joseph Dwyer, Dr. Rachel Knightley, Mary Beth McAndrews, and Heather Wixson. Kind of hard to say. Wixson. Wixson. a little bit difficult to say, but it's a cool last name. So yeah, we get that book. And there you have it. There is my physical media review for Second Sight Films release of May. I think overall the movie is a 4 out of 5. It's that good. I really like it. I would give it a 5 out of 5, but I mean, it ain't no like, Pulp Fiction or The Godfather or something like that, but it is a great movie. It's a great horror movie. I give the packaging a 4 out of 5 just because I am gonna ding it a little bit because of the paper book instead of the hardback, but I understand why this set doesn't have that full-blown, quality release because, I mean, I guess it just doesn't warrant it in their eyes. Um, I can tell you right now, as a consumer, I paid $35 or $37 for this on Orbit DVD. I don't think that I would have blind bought this movie at $70 like or $65 like they charged for like the Texas Chainsaw or their 4K box sets. I just don't think that it would have warranted. I don't think it would have sold well at that price tag. So I think it was overall smart for them to bring May out on Blu-ray, give us a nice box set for a reasonable price, and then maybe in the future, if this sells well, maybe we'll get a nice 4K version of it. And I will honestly probably upgrade. I don't know if I'll buy another box set of it, but I'll probably get a 4K disc, especially if it's from Second Sight, because Second Sight does really good work. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you'd like me to talk about. Remember to go to ohmr.us to view my whole written review on this. I go a lot more deep into the story and analyzing it and actually like full blown reviewing it. I'm doing a lot more writings for Chris at Overly Honest Movie Reviews over there. So you guys can go check those out. Make sure to tune into Masters of Matinee every Blues Day Tuesday. There'll be a new one coming soon. And yeah, we'll see you later.